Imagine lying in a hospital bed for months. And the first time your husband visits, he brings his new wife. I had just inherited $11 million from my parents. I was practically vibrating with excitement as I got into my car, ready to share the life-changing news with my husband. But before I could even reach home, bam! A truck ran a red light. The impact was deafening. When I woke up, my body was a battlefield, fractured ribs, broken legs, tubes everywhere. But the real pain? That came from realizing my husband never showed up. Days bled into weeks. Weeks became months. Not a single visit. Not a flower. Not even a text. When I finally reached him, he scoffed. "I have no money or time to waste at a hospital. You'll live." It felt like a knife to the chest. Then, one cold afternoon, my door creaked open. There he stood smug, wearing a crisp suit, with a young woman clinging to his arm. Her perfume filled the room before she spoke. "This," he announced, "is my wife now. Thought you should know." I could feel my pulse in my ears. Then I saw her expression change, her smile faltered. Her grip on his arm loosened. "Oh, you're her," she whispered, voice trembling. I tilted my head. "Her who?" She didn't answer, but I knew. She'd recognized me not from family photos, but from the news articles about my inheritance. She'd just realized the man standing next to her wasn't the prize she thought. I didn't let on. I pretended to be frail, pitiful, harmless. "Oh, it's fine," I said sweetly. "I've moved on. In fact, I'm leaving the country soon. Just need to sign some final papers." A week later, my lawyer hand-delivered divorce papers to my husband, along with a copy of my parents' will. My phone exploded with his calls. "You inherited 11 million. You didn't tell me." I laughed softly. But I wasn't done. I invited his new wife to coffee. She came, curious. I slid a thick folder across the table. Inside, years of bank statements showing every dollar I'd poured into our joint account, and every dollar he'd spent on mistresses, gambling, and vacations without me. Her face went pale. I leaned in and whispered, "If you married him for security, you picked the wrong man." 2 weeks later, she filed. No prenup. She walked away with half of his assets, which ironically were all gifts from me. Now he's penniless, living in a dingy studio, selling his car to cover legal fees. Me? I'm sipping champagne on the balcony of my villa in Santorini. The twist? That moment she froze in my hospital room. It wasn't pity. It was recognition. She thought she was marrying into wealth. In reality, she'd just stepped into the wreckage of a man I'd already left behind. If this story gave you chills, hit subscribe to my channel for more jaw-dropping real-life revenge stories. Because sometimes, the best revenge is making sure they lose everything they try to take from you.